ChatGPT just came out with a new update, GPT 4.0, and I haven't seen any tutorials on how to implement it into your business, so I felt like I was going to create one. So let's get into it. So here's the front part of the website. Basically some information on the website over here, but we're not going to cover that because this is a tutorial. So we're just going to click on Try ChatGPT, and this is a start page where you ask questions right down here. But before we get into that, you're able to buy a team plan for your company. So you're able to add all of your employees to your team plan, and then it's able to remember data that your employees asked it, and it's able to transfer that through the whole entire company, making everything work better. The nice thing with this too is you're able to share GPTs between your company, just making it very, very simple. But the best part of the team plan is that they don't take your data for training models, so they won't train anything on anything you asked it, which is really nice because if you have confidential information, it won't remember it. But yeah, so right here are just some questions that you're able to ask it. Think my interview, write a story, make me a personal web page, study vocabulary. That's not really important for implementing it into your business, but that's just over there because it's over there. So if we go back to the profile for settings, click on settings over here. And what I would recommend you do is go to personalization and turn on memory, and then custom instructions, turn that on. It should be on already, but if it's not, make sure you turn that on. So over here, just choose your voice that you want to use. You're able to play it like right here.
Hey there.
So that's how you're able to test it. And then data controls, improve the model for everyone. You're able to keep this on. You're able to turn it off. I just keep it on just because I really don't care. Shared links, you're able to manage what links are shared. And then for your company, like once a year, you're able to export your own data. And then this is a builder profile. You're basically able to create your GPT builder profile over here. So whenever you create a GPT and someone downloads it from the store, they know who built it. And then they're able to follow you on social media. And then you're able to connect certain apps to here like Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive, and Microsoft for Business. So basically it makes it very easy to connect your business to here, upload files, ask a question about that file, and then it'll give you responses back. It just makes it very simple. So basically you're able to send stuff to it. It's going to be able to answer it back. And then, yeah, over here for security, if you're a company owner, I would enable two-factor authentication just so a hacker can't get into your account, because eventually ChatGPT is going to be as valuable as your phone. You really don't want people scrolling through your phone. Same thing with ChatGPT history. You won't want people going back through your ChatGPT history looking for stuff. Just for example, there's some confidential stuff that people share between their company. You won't want that getting out. So that's why you would want multi-factor authentication on, just because then it makes it harder for a hacker to get into your ChatGPT account. But yeah, going back, we're going to ask it some questions that are going to be able to spark your ideas on what you're going to be able to ask ChatGPT. So we're basically asking ChatGPT now to generate me a picture of a house being sold by a realtor. This image will be used for a Facebook ad, and then it's going to generate it. This is the picture that it created, but we're just going to ask to take the realtor out because it kind of ruins the picture. So what we're going to do is just edit this. We're going to hover over that, just go like this, and then we're just going to say, take the realtor out of the picture, take the realtor out of the picture. And then as you're able to see, you take the realtor out of the picture, then it put a sticker on the house, sold. And then, yeah, that's basically what it did. It followed all of my directions, and it's very nice that you're able to like highlight a part and just take it out. It's basically doing the editing for you, which is really, really nice. So now we're going to ask it to create a company mascot. And then this is the mascot that it generated. I'm going to ask it to regenerate it just because I didn't like it. So what you're able to do is you don't have to say regenerate over here. What you're able to do is just click this regenerate button over here, and then it will regenerate it. And then it generated this. I like this a bit more. It seems more techy. And also what you're able to do over here is really nice. You're able to switch the models that it's using. GPT 3.5 does not generate any pictures. It's only GPT 4. But for example, if it was a text generation, you would have been able to switch to GPT 3.5. But we're also going to generate this in 4 so you're able to see. And then, honestly, I like this picture more than the last one. But yeah, I really like this one compared to my last one. But what you're also able to do is just go back and see what it generated in the edited versions. But yeah, I really like this one more than this one. If you don't like your response, you're able to just click over here, bad response. But I honestly like this response. And then you're able to ask it to read out loud.
Here's the company
and then you're able to stop it just like that. The other thing I'm going to ask it to do is generate me a synthetic spreadsheet. And then as you're able to see, It gave me the spreadsheet with fake emails. So what you're able to do is put a list of leads in here, say which leads you contacted, and then just say, okay, now update this with the leads I contacted, and the ones that I didn't say I contacted, just mark as not contacted, and then it's able to make the spreadsheet, which is going to alleviate so much work on your end because now you don't have to go manually update the spreadsheet. It's able to do it. Now, if you want ChatGPT generating a certain amount of words for a company email that you want to send out, so let's say you want to write a company email that's 2,000 words, you already wrote 200 words, but you may want to make it longer to sound more formal. What you're able to do is ask it to generate more words, to put more words in the email. But the problem is it won't follow your directions if you only put numbers like this. So what you'll have to do is ask it in words. So that's how you're supposed to do it, because then it will actually follow your directions. It's just an AI problem at the moment. It will be fixed down the line. But this is where I've seen that it actually followed my directions better. So make sure when you're asking it questions to generate more words, don't give it the number length, put the number length in words. So now if you want to chat specializing in one thing, you're able to create a GPT. This is going to be very, very good for your company. The more data that gets into it, the better it gets, of course. But yeah, so what you're going to do is just go over here, open your sidebar. What you're going to do is explore GPTs. You're able to download GPTs. There's thousands of them on the marketplace, but we're just going to create my own. So we're going to just click create. And then what we're going to do is we're going to label this Sympana LLC. Over here in the directions, we're going to say, for every single response you generate, make sure you take it from Sympana.com. And what we're actually going to do is not just do that, because sometimes the GPT glitches out. What we're going to do is also look up Sympana.com, pull the whole thing up, and then put the HTTPS, all of that in here, so the GPT won't get confused, okay? And then what you're also able to do over here is upload knowledge. So you're able to upload files just like that, give it all the files from your company. You're able to upload, I believe, 20 at the moment. So you're able to upload files, and then it's going to remember all of that. It's going to get really good at that. And then, yeah, over here, that's basically it. You're able to add conversation starters like start conversation station. You're able to add multiple different types of conversation starters over here, and then you're able to generate a logo for the GPT just by clicking use Dolly. And then it's not going to show here after we say create. It should show, but yeah, so click create, done, view GPT. It gave me the link. It didn't generate that logo, so I should have done it again. But yeah, so basically we're able to start the conversation just off like that. Then as you're able to see, it went to my website, and for every single response it generates, it has to generate a response according to my website. So I'm going to ask it, what does Sympana LLC do? It's going to search the web, and then it's going to give the answer. Basically, what it says over here is that Sympana LLC implements AI into people's businesses like AI callers and AI chatbots. And yeah, so yeah, that's the simple way of creating a GPT. You're able to go down the rabbit trail of how to create a GPT. For an example, here is one of my favorite GPTs that I've created. It's very good at advertising. I plugged in a lot of advertising information, what creates the best ads, what gets people engaged. And now it has access to that. As you're able to see, what I did here was I combined PDFs because I had over 200 total documents, and GPT only takes 20 documents. So I combined those 200 documents into 2 and then put them over here, which saved a lot more space so I could add more documents down the line to here. But yeah, this GPT is just very, very good at creating ads, which I really, really like. But yeah, over here on the right, you're able to preview your GPT just by asking it questions. If it doesn't say something that you like, you're able to just go over here and update it. Or if you don't want to update it manually, what you're able to do is just go to create and just tell it what you want it updating in the configure part over here, and then it will update it for you, which is really nice. But yeah, if you want to download this to your computer, it's very, very simple. What you do is you click on the profile picture, and then you click download to Mac OS. It brings you here, and then it allows you to download it. Right now, it's only available on Mac. It's not available on Windows yet. Eventually, the app will also be available on Windows. Now, going to the ChatGPT app on the computer, as you see, it's a tiny bit different than on the web. So you're able just to connect with it and ask questions, have a conversation with ChatGPT just like that. Over here, you're able to just do text-to-speech. It's way better than the MacBook text-to-speech or your normal phone's text-to-speech. The ChatGPT text-to-speech is probably the best one out there. So you're able to switch between all of the GPTs over here and your own personal GPTs. And the nice thing I really like about GPTs is you're able to click on Mac option space, and then it'll pop up a GPT shortcut, and you're able to ask it questions. But the best part is you're able to take a screenshot of your computer, what you're looking at, and then you're able to ask it a question on exactly that, which is really nice. So what you're able to do is basically go to a website like mine, basically take a picture just by clicking option, and then just do that, and then just ask it, is this a well-designed website? And then it's basically going to generate a response. And then it basically gives you some tips on how to improve your website, which is really, really cool. Just because now you don't have to screenshot by just dragging. Now you're just able to immediately upload it to the GPT app without much more hassle. But down the line, what they're going to allow you to do is also screen share, which is also nice. So then you're going to be able to be coding. If you run into a problem, just start communicating with it. ChatGPT, I have a problem. What did I do wrong in this code? And then it's going to check your screen. You're able to scroll, show it all the code, and then it's going to understand what you did wrong. And then boom, that code's done, already fixed. Now, yes, ChatGPT is not perfect at coding. It is getting better, and just like a human does, but AI gets better 10 times faster. The other thing that you're able to do is search. So you're able to search your whole history. If you remember something from a year ago, you're able to search your history and find it right there, which is really nice for if you forget something or just want to remember something and just want to bring it up. And yeah, the most valuable part for your business will be creating your own GPT for your company, so all of your employees are able to use it, and then it would get better over time, and then over the years, it will be the best assistant for your company. So this is the most valuable thing for your company. It's able to help you so much with so many tasks. And the nice thing is it's up to date with your website. It's going to be up to date with all of the files that you add to the knowledge base, just as very simply by going over here, upload files, which is going to be very, very helpful for you and your company just by putting all of this information into here, creating one of the best assistants that are available 24 hours that you don't have to pay monthly, and is 10 times better than that assistant, and is always getting better by the month and by the year. Also, what you're able to do is you're able to implement this into any automation software that you feel like doing. So if you go to like make.com and you sign in, what you do is you create a new scenario, and then you look up ChatGPT, and then you basically put whatever you want it doing out of any of these actions. The way you connect it to make.com though is you go to OpenAI, AI API. That's what you need to look up. You go over here. Make sure you log in. So you log in, you go to settings, and then you pull all of your APIs from here, and then you put them in make.com, and then you're basically able to create any automation with that. Same thing you're able to do with Zapier. Just go to zapier.com, create a new automation, new Zap. So first you're going to have a trigger. We're going to just make a random trigger, Google Calendar trigger. We're going to skip that. And then we're going to create an action, ChatGPT, and then you're able to connect it, and then you're able to choose whatever action you want to use. So basically what this does is you're able to integrate ChatGPT with any automation that you want, making your automations more personal to the user, and making the consumer feel like they're being taken care of, which is really good in business because then they stay longer and then higher ROI. So yeah, that's basically all that you're able to do. Create a GPT and then connect it to automations, and yeah. And then if we go back to GPTs, this is basically the GPT that we created. You're able to tamper with it more. If you want me implementing AI into your business, like AI cold callers that are able to call all of your leads, book them into employment, schedule calls, do all of that stuff, do data reactivation, feel free to book a call at Sympana.com or by clicking the link in the description. And if you need any other help with AI, feel free to join my Discord server, link in the description. Same with my website, Sympana.com.